Hello once again, everyone. Welcome to Cruisnick's Purgatory. I'm your host, Cruisnick X. We are well into Eden, and in the last episode, we restored water to the empty, which is great to see. And I think it spawned this giant aetheryte. I'm not sure if it's an aetheryte or not, but we'll see what happens. Let's get right to it with the level 80 quest, Super Seismic.
I think this proves that the water-respected ether is no longer lying dormant. So, which element should we realign next, Urianger?
I propose Earth. Should we succeed in returning the soil's life-giving energy, the empty shall become capable of supporting the growth of flora.
Imagine that! Forests in the empty! But before we begin, I'd like to know how that girl is doing.
Still sound asleep. She didn't so much as stir even when I took her helmet off. I thought it might be getting a bit stuffy in there, and I was curious to know what sort of person we're dealing with. She seemed surprisingly normal, not at all like your usual void scent. I'd say she's around the same age as you, Reen. Perhaps a little older.
Well, whoever she is, we should let her rest while we concentrate on the task at hand.
As much as I'd love to go with you, I'd best stay here in case she wakes up and is feeling less than cooperative. And while I wait here wishing I had something to read, my thoughts will be with you as you fly off to face the next opponent. It must be a strange feeling to bring something into existence through your own willpower, only to slay it immediately after. I almost feel sorry for the poor things. All the same, I wish you luck.
If all goes well, he won't be waiting for long. The sooner we get this over with, the sooner we can see results.
Alright, let's get back to work.
Now, before we embark on our journey, there is one question I feel I should ask. Where are we going?
I would suggest a certain region that lieth east of Northrend, which was once home to the great Mount Atlas. And for the Earth-expected primal we wish to invoke, what could be a more fitting choice than Titan?
I don't think I've heard of that one. What's it like?
The landslides. The landslides.
It seems like you had a rather traumatic experience. But if our last battle is anything to go by, this one will be different from the Titan that Chris remembers, yes?
Aye. 'Twould be wise to consider that the two are merely separate beings. As such, thou must needs conceive new stratagems if thou art to triumph in the battle to come. Past experience will avail thee not, I fear.
All right, Chris. Once we're ready, we'll be on our way. It took a while, but we finally arrived. Ready, Chris?
Here we go again. Memories of Titan come tumbling back. Eden's Gate. Sepulture. Now accessible. Alright, let's do this. Look at him in his freaking badass machinist armor. Here we go. Heritor of Crags, Titan. From the heart of the mountain, I rise. I think I'm supposed to hide behind this. One can only hope that I'm right. Cool, I was right. Tempered in the flows of the mountain's core, my rage is eternal. There is no salvation for the sons of man. He's just ripping off his own lyrics, isn't he? Oh, here comes the fun part. I am unbreakable, unstoppable. I shall grind you to dust, mortal. And there I go. Your fleeting, meaningless existence ends here. Bow down, Overdweller. Needed that. Oh, what the fuck? And there I go. Me sideways. Going. I am just dying a lot. Healers don't even want to raise me. Oh, here he goes again with this. That's Titan. And a special hello to my social media manager, Arya Stormborn. But yeah, this is Titan in response to her comment. And we made it. Achievement unlocked. Paradise found. Level 1, of course. Hey, the one time we actually enjoy this. And we don't leave it with a somber nod or a... Eden's Gate complete. I'm not gonna get that. Oh, I know I didn't get the minion. Who got it? Of course. The paladin got it. I get the chosses. So now I gotta wait until next reset. Alright, let's speak with Reen.
Welcome back. You must be exhausted. For a creature made of rock, he was a lot more agile than I was expecting. I wonder, was the Titan of your world a tough opponent too?
Yes. If I put 1 foot wrong, I would have fallen to my doom. And I did. A lot in that fight.
So, all I would have taken is a momentary lapse of concentration. I don't like the sound of that. But more importantly, you defeated another elemental being, which means we're a step closer to reclaiming the empty. I can't wait to see how much of a difference we've made this time.
Alright, let's take the... Let's take the savage... Wait. Oh, wait. Let's see, how many do I have of each? 6, 7, and 6. Alright, so let's take the Savage Might materia. Why not? Alright, let's see.
Did we really do all of this?
Aye. 'Twould appear that balance has returned to the element of earth, and yet... The transformation hath affected only the immediate vicinity, whereas the lands beyond this lake doth remain unchanged. 'Tis passing strange indeed.
Did we do something wrong?
Though this falleth short of the outcome I had envisioned, 'tis plain our efforts were not in vain. Mayhap this localized phenomenon is the result of an intersection of ethereal currents. Therefore, it is reasonable to assume that similar locations in the empty hath undergone comparable alterations.
Then the ether will spread out from these points to cover the rest of...
Oh dear. Reen! Well, she exhausted a lot of energy trying to control Eden. It's perfectly understandable. Alright. My sentiments exactly. Alright, we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we'll continue with the last part of Eden's Gate. But until then, that's it for this episode of Cruise Nick's Purgatory. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch or live at PlayStation and you like this show, click the follow button. Be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my live streams and videos the moment they air. And be sure to subscribe to me for exclusive access to Cruise Nick's Purgatory. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this show or video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch more by me. Click here to watch the next episode. And click here to watch the previous one. Until next time, Cruiser Gex, signing out. Alright, cue marker. Hello once again, everyone. Welcome to Cruise Next Purgatory. You might have noticed the everlapping silence, what's the word I'm looking for? You know what? Screw it. Let's try this again. Hello once again, everyone. Welcome to Cruise Next Purgatory. I'm your host, Cruise Nick X. And you might have noticed the foreboding silence as the episode started, but, well, that's, we just finished the Eden's Gate raid, and having done that, Reen just, exhausted herself, so, let's, get right to it with the last piece of the, level 80 quest, the next piece of the puzzle.
It's nothing.
That didn't look like nothing to me. You'd better lie down for a while.
No, really, I'm fine. Anyway, we've still got work to do.
Nay, Thancred hath the right of it. 'Twould be unwise to exert thyself overmuch.
I appreciate your concern, but I do wish you'd stop fussing.
Reen, thou knowest not the strain thou dost place on thyself. Though the elements of water and earth have been restored, continued exposure to the empty, stagnant ether may yet sap thee of thy remaining strength.
Now that you mention it, I've been feeling a bit out of sorts ever since we got here. I should probably get away from the empty and rest for a while.
Pray do so. Meanwhile, I shall remain here. The restoration of the first two elements hath produced unexpected results, and I require time to analyze our findings. However, I must ask thee to refrain from discussing our work in the empty, even with our closest comrades.
Why? I thought they'd welcome the news.
And indeed they shall, once we have more to show for our efforts. Nevertheless, this mission is one of surpassing danger. I am loath to place our dearest friends at risk unless absolutely necessary.
You have their best interests at heart, I'm sure. But to be perfectly honest, I'd prefer not to keep secrets from people that I trust with my life. I don't want to make a habit of this, but I'll do as you ask.
It seems to me that Reen isn't the only one who would benefit from a change of scenery. Our Sleeping Beauty would likely fare better in more hospitable surroundings. We'll need to have our associate from the Crystarium organize a safe place for her to stay. If you and Chris could go on ahead and have a word with him in Mordsuk, we'll catch up with you once Urianger has finished. Whatever it is he needs to do. Perhaps thou too shouldst accompany her on the return journey. I dare say she would be glad of thy presence. No, not this time. She's come such a long way since we first met, and I worry that relying on me too much will only hold her back. We won't be staying on the first forever. The time will come for Reen and I to part ways, and for her to follow her own path. I know you understand this too, Urianger. I see you trying to pass on as much of your knowledge as possible while you still can. And to her credit, she's actually taking most of it in. Reen is possessed of a natural affinity for etherology, unlike some who shall remain unnamed. A natural affinity for staying awake during your lectures, more like. Though, come to think of it, she doesn't really take after me at all. However, like these, she is predisposed to brooding in silence in lieu of voicing her concerns. Says the master of keeping his cards close to his chest. Anyway, Chris, you'd better take the sky slipper with Reen. It's true that she's been through a lot lately, but so have you. We'll need you ready for the challenges that lie ahead, so go on and get some rest. We shall await news of thy safe arrival in Amarang. Alright, let's speak with Reen.
It seemed like you all were having a serious discussion. I hope I haven't given you any cause for concern. Well, if you say so. I probably shouldn't stay in the empty any longer than necessary, though. So, do you want to take the first ship piloting, or should I?
Alright, we're back in Amarang. Alright, let's speak with Reen.
Phew. I'm glad I had you there to keep me company. I've no idea how I would have passed the time otherwise. Now that we're here, I need to find our contact from the Crystarium. But before that, I was hoping that I could have a word with you. Something's been on my mind. This might not be the best place for it, though. Those creatures over there look a bit hungry.
Of course she brings us here.
When I first spoke to Thancred and Urianger about what I'd sensed in the empty, part of me wished we could have just left it alone. I guess I was scared of what we'd find. But now that we found Eden, I know that I've made the right choice. And if I'd given in to my fear, I probably would have spent the rest of my life wondering what might have been. From now on, whenever I hear that voice inside me telling me to run away, to hide, I won't listen. That's not who I am anymore. Even so, all the courage in the world is not going to help me decide on what we should do with that girl when she wakes up. Do you remember what she said right before she passed out? Why am I here? What is happening? What if she is being controlled or forced to act against her will? Whatever the case, it's clear that she's not a monster. She's a person, like you or me. Obviously, she knows something about Eden, and we need all the information we can get. But more than that, I just want to talk to her, to find out who she is, and if there's anything we can do to help her. On the other hand, we mustn't forget that she's already attacked us once. What's to say she won't try it again when she wakes up? If she keeps us from reclaiming the empty, it will be all my fault. It's no good. I can't make up my mind. What do you think we should do, Chris?
There's not much we can do until she's awake.
I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be trying to decide her fate before we even know who she is. In the meantime, we'll just have to be patient and hope that she comes around soon. Until then, I'll try and concentrate on the here and now. Speaking of which, I still need to see the Urianger's errands. The person we're on our way to meet lent us the Sky Slipper and most of the apparatus we've been using. And since we've been sworn to secrecy, I assume the same applies to him and his colleagues. Anyway, once that's over with, we can find a place to relax.
And I can find a place to stop doing these frickin' female voices, hopefully. Oh, they teleported us right to... Yep, right to Mord Sook. Nice. Alright, let's speak to Reen.
Now that we're here, allow me to introduce you to two members of our inner circle, or whatever you want to call it. That's Gulgul, who's interested in trading for any relics we find in the empty. Apparently, he mostly deals in exotic weapons and whatnot, but he's agreed to keep us supplied with whatever else we can't get from the Crystarium. Now, the next one we came to meet should be around here somewhere.
Ah, Reen! What a relief it is to see you returned unharmed from your expedition.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. We were gone a bit longer than we expected. Chris, I'd like you to meet Luri.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. As a representative of the Settlement Council, I am here to oversee the delivery of equipment deemed necessary to your mission. I will be on hand to provide any assistance you may require.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to take care of. It's probably best not to talk about it in the middle of the market, though. I'll take it from here, Chris. You should get some rest. But before you go, I'd like to thank you for everything you've done. We still have a long road ahead of us, but if we give it our all, there's nothing we can't handle.
Alright, let's take... the quick tongue materia, just because. I know I'll probably be using... Meanwhile, back in the empty... I see. Though it is mere supposition, it would behoove us to proceed with caution. Moreover, I would refrain from discussing the matter with Reen and Chris until we know more. Well, I appreciate you telling me, even if it is too soon to be sure. I'm the one watching over her, after all. The Oracle of Darkness. I pray it is not true. Well, that's an interesting turn of events. It looks like we'll be learning a lot more in the days to come. Or in the patches to come, for that matter. So, before we go, I'm just going to show you the Eden's Gate gear. Just for a quick measure. So, save and delete outfit. So, we'll start with the fending gear. We can't show the belt, of course. I already hate the pants on fending, so I'll be getting the greaves first. But here is the fending gear for Eden. Or Eden's Gate normal. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Trousers of Maiming. And finally, Greaves of Maiming. There's the Lancer gear for, or there's the Dragoon gear for Eden's Gate. Let's delete the outfit first. Right, save and delete outfit. The Eden's Gate. The Eden Gate gear of striking for Monk and Samurai. Alright, then we go to the... What the heck? Oh, okay. I see where you're going with this. Alright. Alright. The Eden Gate gear of scouting for Ninja. And may I just say that I am not a fan of it. The Eden Gate gear of aiming for Bard and Machinist. I don't mind this one too much. But meh. And then... the Eden Gate gear of casting for Red Mage. Let me try that again. For Black Mage, Summoner, Red Mage, and Blue Mage. If Blue Mage ever gets up to 80. And finally, the Eden Gate gear of healing for White Mage, Scholar, and Astrologian. It's an interesting set of gear. I may just stick with the Ronkin gear. Though the helm looks pretty nice for the fending gear. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this chapter in the Eden storyline. We will do more in the coming patches, but with that being said, that's going to be it for this episode of Cruisenix Purgatory. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch or live with PlayStation and you like this show, click the follow button. Be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my live streams and videos the moment they air. And be sure to subscribe to me for exclusive access. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch more by me. Click here to watch the next episode. And click here to watch the previous one. Until next time, Cruisenix, signing out.